You got goals? Do you want to make at least $10,000 a month in your business? If so, stay tuned. Hi, my name is Heather Pickett and welcome to my channel. Today, I want to give a specific video on how to hit your 10K goal a month in your coaching business or if you have a service-based business. But first, I am going to talk about what not to do. It prompted me to do this video when someone was asking me how to sell a book that they've been writing for many years. And I'm here to tell you, what you don't want to do if you want to get to 10K the fastest and you've never hit that goal is do not write a book. I'm going to repeat that.
Do not write a book.
It is a waste of time. I'm going to put that on pause. It's not a waste of time, but it's a waste of time. For the purposes of making 10K fast, what you want to do instead is if you do have a book and you're like, no, Heather, I've been wanting to write this book, but I do want to get to my 10K goal, then here's what I want you to do. Is I want you to take that book and you also package it with a higher end program. It could start at $397 and above. When I wrote my last book, instead of just selling a book, I sold a book and a program and generated thousands of income in my business. In my last book, this is exactly what I did. It is a no-brainer, but what I find is people get so infatuated by wanting to become a best-selling author. And the reality of it is that you're not going to get to 10K doing that. I'm sorry, unless you have a massive following. Also, what you don't want to do is if you're a coach or service-based provider, stop charging by the session. I repeat, stop charging by the session. Stop charging by the session. I hope you got my message. And the reason why I want you to stop charging by the session, it devalues you and actually takes away from your client. And here's why. Number one, when you're just selling one session to a client, there's going to be more work that you need to do. I guarantee it. I have worked with clients for over 15 years. I've been doing this business for a long time, and it really shocks and surprises me that people are still doing this. As a coach or a consultant, it is harder to acquire a client. It actually costs more money and more time. So what you want to do is to sell a package, sell a program. And the reason why you're not doing it now, you know why? I don't think it's not because you don't know how to do it. You're not doing it because you're fearful. And I get it. I have worked with so many people around this. And when they have this broke business model, selling session by session, they simply don't have the confidence. Confidence comes from within. In the Vision Method Intensive, I teach a strategy on how to own your value so that you become more confident and you actually receive the money. You're not going to be able to receive your high-end fees if you keep doing the same thing, if you keep taking action the same way, and if you keep thinking the same way. So what would this look like? An example of this is maybe you're charging for at least 4 weeks, $2,000 or $1,000. It could be more than that, but I'm just giving you an example. And so at the end of, let's just say 4 weeks or 8 weeks, now your client has measurable results. And what could happen is that they want to continue with you. Maybe you have a continuity program. There's so many options that you can do. So let's just do the math. If you charge $2,000 for one client, you need 5 clients in order to get to 10K. So how many $20 books do you need to sell in order to get 10,000? Comment below. Now, I'm not saying these things to be mean or harsh. I'm saying these things because I want to help your business. I'm saying these things because I have helped my clients to go from selling peanuts to take their broke marketing strategies and package their knowledge and expertise in a way where they can get to 10K the fastest way. I'm not telling you not to write a book. I've actually written 4 books, but I've used the strategy that I'm talking about to leverage my income. So yes, you can do the old way and launch a book, become a bestseller, and have that credibility. But if you're not at least at 10K, is it really worth it? What I find also the biggest mistakes in not getting to 10K is that you don't have a clear vision. You're doing a lot of things and nothing makes sense. I know this because I did it myself. I know this because I've coached other clients around it too. I have coached clients going from 0 to 100,000 in a couple of months. Everyone is different. I've also coached people that are making 20,000 a month, go to 40,000 a month in 8 weeks. So I'm not going to promise you how much money you're going to make, but what I promise you is that if you have a clearly thought out plan with your brand that feels aligned, where you're giving service and value to clients, you're owning it, you're changing and rewiring your subconscious mind, you're going to take the action. I find the marketing, it's absolutely necessary, but secondary if you don't have what I was talking about before. So you want to take your big vision and you want to drill it down into actionable steps. This is what I teach in the Vision Method Intensive. We don't talk about, well, here's how do you launch your book. Anyone can figure out how to launch a book. I've done book launches. I've done launches of launches of launches. Those things can be simple. What I find is most difficult for people is they're not consistent. They don't have a plan. They're all over the place. They're emotionally a wreck because they're not owning their value. They're complicating things. They're looking at what everyone else is doing and think that they should follow it. I have to tell you, sometimes you just focus on one platform, you master that, and then you can multiply. It is different. I have clients that are doing multiple ways in how they're putting themselves out there. I have clients right now that are focusing only on one specific platform and are generating on a consistent basis anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 a month. So it really is about understanding the basics. Do you want to sell a book? Do you want to sell a low-end product? Do you want to cheapen your brand selling session by session? If you don't, what I recommend is that you apply for the Vision Method Intensive. I'm opening it up for my one-to-one consults to see if the Vision Method Intensive is for you. You must be an entrepreneur that has had their business for at least 1 to 2 years. I particularly don't like working with people that are new in their business because I really produce fast results for entrepreneurs that have traction. You understand the workings of a business. Now, I will tell you this, I do make exceptions of extraordinary people. I'm going to link a video of Robert Below that came to me with zero dollars in revenue. By the time we were done, he attracted 3 clients, and one was a huge client, which was a 10K client. He didn't sell a book. He didn't sell a widget. He focused on packaging his high-end expertise into a service. Again, writing a book is not a bad thing, but if you're looking to get your 10K goal or more in the fastest way, this is how you do it. So I recommend that you go to sessionwithheather.com, apply for a session, and we will see if the Vision Method Intensive is for you. Now, I am very selective in who I add to this group because I'm all about the energy. And I don't like whiners. I like winners. So if you see yourself as a winner, if you are obsessed with working on your mindset and you want to learn cutting edge neuroscience to rewire your brain, and you want to plan out your goals, and you want to have a formula and framework that you can use for the rest of your life that will guarantee to get to your goals finally instead of wishful thinking, I highly recommend that you sign up for a session. Until next time, this is Heather Picken, and live your vision.